punch, man. Yo, when you'll start the video. Brandino Wolfensteino. One Punch Man, episode 4. Japan has come a long way with their animation, man. I'm not gonna sit here and say like they didn't have some really sick animation like in prior years. But this is not a movie, is what I'm trying to get to you. This is not something that is a project that is just one and done. It has to be expansively good because it's only gonna be one time you're gonna see it. This is not a movie. It looks so good. Now I'm not gonna sit here and act like, you know, that there weren't anime out there that didn't look good. I mean, last year we had Attack on Titan and Kill la Kill. Those shits looked incredible. I mean, years before that, we've had incredible stuff as well. I'm not even going to jump back in the years because let me just say I've watched so much anime that I'm not going to bring up nothing. But I mean, like, I'm talking about even way back when even Galleon was coming out. That looked the boss. Even for it to be just like, you know, something that was out in the 90s, you know. But you can tell the difference between the show and the movie. The show looks good. It comes on every day, so you can pick up, you know, little nuances. It always looks nice. The movie looks incredible. I'm talking about, it's like going from a regular, normal TV and jumping into HD for the first time. Like the Christmas. I'm talking, it's that time of year. It's beautiful. But back to... I don't even gotta say it no more, son. But back. So, this episode 4... Once again, I'm saying it. They're doing an excellent job of pulling from the source and putting it on the screen. You don't have to do anything else. The manga's already been out. Just put it on the screen. Let's see it in action. Because you know what? The diehard fans that's been there since the beginning, they're seeing all this stuff. Yes, we're seeing it for the first time, but we know what's happening already. But we're seeing it for the first time again. And it's making us, me at least, fall back in love with Goat. But for the new viewers, the people who don't know about One Pan, the people who weren't ready for Saitama, for Genos, for Supersonic, or Super Speed, High Speed Super Sonic, you know, his redundant name, who wasn't ready for the Ice Queen, and King, and freaking Garu. These are all spoilers for people who don't know. Whoever hasn't read the manga, this is not going to affect you. But people who know, you know. So I'm saying, direct representation of a beautiful manga already. Because, I mean, the manga's basically just like, they're basically the panels. They basically are. It's like, it's not even like you have to create anything. It's literally, I feel like the animation team, the reason why this is so good is because the way that Yusuke Murata has been drawing the chapters, he's the designer of the chapters, the story's written by one, but the way that he's designing the chapters, and probably why it takes so long, is because of how crisp he makes it look in the manga. So I feel like the animators, they don't have to do much. They just have to, what they're basically doing, it's like an animation step. I'm learning about animation now. When you do animation, trade secret, when you do animation, a good thing that can help you is to do the stills of the parts that you want to focus on. These are going to be the main parts. And then the only thing after that is just drawing the in-between. So it's just, all it is like, say you want the still to be from over here, hey, to moving over here like, hey. So you have hey here, you have hey here. Sorry, this is being stupid. But all you're doing is drawing me going like this, changing over, hey. All you have to do is draw the in-between. He set it up already for you to be able to do that. That's why this looks so beautiful. In my opinion, that's what I'm thinking. That's why it looks so crisp. Even the part where Sonic is coming in full speed from behind Saitama, and you know Saitama can see him. Like, he's really thinking he's doing something. Saitama wasn't even looking at him for like 20 minutes while he's jumping around ridiculous, swearing that he's going so fast. Saitama just like, oh, well, from behind. He's just like looking up into the sky and everything. So can I go home now? Like, how did you even know? Number one, but I think it's just look at his skill. Look at his ability. Look at the part where the blade was right next to his eye. So are we done playing around now? Like, are you gonna go chase that guy? Are you gonna fight me? Because you kind of look like you want to fight me, and I've been wanting to try some new moves. I'm ready for a challenge. He's always ready to fight somebody, but nobody's up to snuff. So it's like, seeing it in live action just solidifies how great this manga is already. And probably people don't know about it because they're not on it. They wasn't on it from before, but your boy been on it. I've been trying to tell you about the GOAT. Y'all don't want to listen. But now the animation is going to talk for me. Because the animation is so good. So One Punch, episode 5. We come back in where Saitama is, of course, getting ready for that physical challenge so that he can become, basically a ranked hero or like a legitimate hero. So as we know, he rockets through the side jumps. He blows through the 150-meter dash or 1,500-meter dash. He high jumps all the way through the roof. Shot puts. That thing, it probably hit somebody's house like 5 years away. Like, he just destroyed the entire competition. And now the funny thing was, in the comic, there was a part where they were like, yeah, I think he cheated. Like, he couldn't have done all of that stuff. He doesn't look like he's up to snuff to be able to do all of that. Like, they literally thought in the comic, or at least that's what I read at one point, that, oh yeah, no, he cheated. Like, he didn't do that for real. Like, people were really so, like, in shock and not believing it that they just did not want to even assume that he was, like, that good. But it was funny in the show how they did it because they had the dudes that was mad small behind him, like, this little, I'm going home. It was so bad. But anyway, after they got their tests done, Saitama and Genos is in the locker room, basically, getting a little powwow before, they head home. And Genos, of course, has S rank, mainly because the government or the association decided to pull him aside and say, hey, we were investigating these people. They were called the New Human. I forgot what it was called, but basically the original place that had all the gorillas and the giant bug that got cracked on the first round. The Human Future, something. I don't remember, but he automatically got S rank because of the sheer like force and ability that he was able to produce. Now, Saitama, of course, is pulling out his paper, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you got S rank too," and he's like, "Ah!" And then he's like cheering about and talking everything, and stuff. And then Saitama, of course, turns around with the face, and you're like, "What happened?" He's like, I gotta see. So Saitama's a C rank hero, knowing damn well he should be like double S higher than, you know what, he should just be God status. Like, like there's no rank that Saitama should not be on. But then after they basically go to that, Genos, of course, feeling like, you know, this is unfair, and, you know, he has his whole rationale. He's like, you know what, I want to test my skills against you, Master. So, of course, he goes out into some random field, which, in the comic, this was done incredible. Like, you literally could read the comic, and you could see it frame by frame. This fight was incredible. But in animation, come on. It looks phenomenal. Now, I'm not going to tell you the whole gist of the fight, because I'd rather you just watch the greatness. But by the end, they completely gave you that full, like, in the manga you see it and you're like, okay, it changes, but in the animation you literally see basically the flip shambles, the flip change between Saitama the Slayer and then Saitama the Goofball. It's like that. So it was such a nice change. And then, like, after that, they're getting some noodles, and Genos basically out-ate him. But it was a pretty good episode. Really well done. As I say all the time, One Punch Man is doing an incredible job. And glad to hear that Boku no Hero's getting an anime too. So, but back to the original video. Comment below, because I don't even want to talk anymore. Like, I don't even want to talk anymore. I'm done. I'm done with this review. This wasn't even really a review. I just taught you something about animation and, you know, hyped about the episode. Watch the episode. Go watch it to make sure that they know that we like it. And when it comes out on DVD, go purchase that, because I'm going to have it on my shelves. Comment, subscribe. And you know what? Nothing's going to get me down about this one. Because the dawn is rising so hard on this anime that it's literally, for me, it's setting the bar for what anime need to be from here on out. And I mean, Attack on Titan is already doing it up. I've seen this one scene of, I don't know if they're doing like before the fall or something, but there's one scene of Levi when, like, I guess his troop, he seemed like he was a little younger, but he let this Titan have it. And the animation was really nice for that one too, like the movement and everything. But he let this Titan have it, and it looked really crisp and good. I don't know if it was like from the actual show, and I just maybe not paid attention on that episode, or I don't know. But Levi was ripping it. But that animation was really good. That's what I'm talking about with good animation. But One Punch Man, as I said before, there's not much you can talk about. Watch it, because it is too good to explain. But the only thing I'm explaining, not playing. Go watch it. That you could do at the end. That thing would be to subscribe. Last week's One Punch, Toriko, Bokuno, Wisdom, Ansatsu, Nanatsu, Shingeki, Radiant, Fire Brigade, or Enen no Shobutai, medium level, under my boob, and that's it.